party today is going to be a barn burner. It's your friend Brendan Smith.
And it is your friend John Ross Bowie. Welcome to the Record Junkies. Our guest today is someone who was on the short list of guests that we should get
The
when
wish
we first
list.
started. He was on the early wish list. It's like, we got to get this guy.
And I demurred
And
for a while, probably.
No.
No, this is the first time you've asked me.
Yeah, it's the first time. We just it was a scheduling thing. That's not true. I think we reached out to you while you were still in the Midwest.
Yeah, I might have just told you that too.
Usually I tell our guests to shut the fuck up before I've introduced them, but you are special.
You could never take me.
Does he have a name? Does he have a name?
He does have a name. He is an actor and a writer and a novelist. You know him from Reno 911 and 17 Again, and
I'm also your old friend.
And he's also my dear old friend.
Your old friend.
I had so many more credits to throw your way.
I wouldn't.
You're Christopher Nolan's concierge doctor, and you wrote the Ronan Boyle novels about some really nasty fucking leprechauns. Please welcome Tom Lennon.
Thanks, John.
Thanks so much
lads.
for being
Thanks for
here.
having me. It's exciting. It's nice to be amongst you.
On a podcast.
Yeah.
Is this your first one?
I never thought that a big part of my life would be just declining podcasts, but it really is like, I mean,
It's a huge part. It's a huge part of life right now.
It's 6% of my day.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
It's just it's me being like, oh, you know what? This week's bad.
It's
Let's
so
circle
bad.
back.
Let's circle back.
And then I change my number.
Fucking person in the city of Los Angeles has a podcast.
I do not. I don't.
You should.
I don't. And
could.
someone pointed out, they're like, oh, you do that as because like a status symbol. To not have a podcast. I was like, yeah, I guess that's why.
That's sort of your
just to be a little bit of a dick.
That's your sort of intro. That's how you. Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi,
I don't have
no
a podcast.
We are also here with Mr. Richard Sheltinga.
Yes, indeed. We
Behind the
are.
controls, Mysterious Gotti behind the controls. You know where all the podcasters in Los Angeles were on Saturday? Saturday, before we record this particular show.
Spectacular venue. If you like technology from the 1810s,
Yeah.
it's a venue called the Rose Bowl.
Okay. Who'd you guys see?
There are these couple. Okay,
Toad the Wet Sprocket.
do you
it was
know-
a fucking
do
huge
you
show.
know the band?
I've seen them. I've seen Toad the Wet Sprocket.
You know Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds?
Yeah, but
you know
only
that-
from that. Only from that.
So, okay, the guy from Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds has another band.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
And
It's just like the thing you told me about Wings the other day, because I can't.
And his brother,
Yeah.
Liam, who opened up for The Who. Maybe you saw his solo show with the Wiltern a few years ago. Liam also, he sings,
Yeah.
so they joined forces.
First of all,
And so wait, so these guys were in town this weekend? No shit.
they were.
Absolutely.
They were. You probably could have seen them at the Cat and Fiddle, I think, too, for way, way less kerfuffle.
Quick tangent, Runyon Canyon.
Did you run into him?
Liam Gallagher.
You got Liam Gallagher.
Was in
Oh,
Runyon
you can't
Canyon.
get that. He can't
confirmed.
be in the sun.
He can't be in the sun.
He
He
was-
likes like sort of person who would ignite.
Time out.
He
Time out.
cannot be in the sun.
Time out. The famous, for the people outside the city of Los Angeles, the world famous Runyon Canyon, where everyone gets dressed up to hike. It's a million people with pugs and girls and models and escorts and all kinds of stuff.
And
Liam Gallagher was there the other day in a full contraption
Yeah,
over
got
his
sun
head.
contraption. Yeah, some kind of sun contraption.
I walked by this
Fucking
gentleman
something, 'cause,
the other night on the way to the seats.
Oh,
And he was standing with a group of people right in front of the escalators that go up into
Yeah.
the contraption over the Rose Bowl.
Have we, by the way, actually said the name Oasis in this protracted bit?
I don't know.
Don't have to, but
necessary. Probably not necessary.
So here's the thing. I even posted last year when they announced the tour. I'm like, I don't really care. Oasis is my top 5 bands out of Manchester. I mean, if we're going to start trouble,
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
yeah, all
Hold
right.
on.
Top
Cult,
5. And
number one.
the Cult, number one.
Cult is number 1, really?
Happy Mondays.
Right.
Really?
New Order.
Joy
That's
Division.
your third.
New Order,
Right.
the Smiths, Oasis. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think it tracked right.
I'm not here for this Jesus Jones
I don't know
but okay.
what he's into.
Thank
nice.
you. You never leave college radio.
Way down.
The move. Could be the move.
I was not expecting to have any feelings at Oasis because I'm a grown ass man. I cry. I already cry a lot anyway. You know, if you know me, you see me crying walking up and down
Oh,
Larchmont
yeah, you're a
sometimes.
weepy little bitch,
I'm
yeah.
a weepy little Irish type. But so, and of course, the experience of seeing a show at the Rose Bowl is. It can only be described by Dante
Yeah, it
Alighieri,
looked- that was
author
the
of The
big-
Inferno. It was a fucking nightmare of the highest order, sir.
For those of us who don't have fancy passes, hour and a half from Old Town, waiting in line to get on the shuttle to go down into the Rose Bowl.
We're in Pasadena, by the way, a city on the easternmost edge of Los Angeles County.
Right above in the foothills of the Angeles
An
Forest.
abbreviation of Passage to Eden.
Is that right?
Correct.
Really?
Really?
We're going to get some nerdy shit going on tonight, guys.
Well, this is the place. No, you're in a safe place for that. But
So-
that
What?
Passage to Eden. Okay.
Passage to Eden. Now, does anyone think, and I actually said this at U2, the Joshua Tree retour. Mm-hmm. I said, I can't come back to the Rose Bowl ever again. I'm done.
Said the same thing.
It is
Probably at the same concert.
Same thing.
Can't do it. I cannot do it. I will not do it. It is such an awful experience. Everything about it, like, there's 90,000 people in there, but your knees are still right up against the seat in front of you, and everything, the sound is good, but also so loud that if you're not wearing earplugs, you will get damage. Yeah.
I don't like arena shows anyway.
I don't either.
I was pricing tickets as late as Sunday afternoon. Like,
Yeah.
should I do this? But then I was like, okay, we're talking several $100s. I will know 5 songs, and I'll be surrounded also by drunk people, which is not my favorite way to roll.
There's a guy. One guy tried to start a fight with me a little bit,
Okay.
which is not.
Because he recognized you, or just
No, he's just being a cunt.
Billy Zane?
It was Billy. Fuck no. So there's a guy who did kind of start a dust up here, and then my wife, of course, his girlfriend
knocked his fucking block
Oh,
off?
wasn't it Jenny Lennon?
It was
Fuck
McCartney.
Jenny Lennon.
It
So-
was McCartney. McCartney came after you.
This guy
and
came
that's
up-
outrageous.
very, very, very drunk.
Yeah.
And he did that thing where he's gonna like whack my nose, and I'm like, don't.
Oh.
Do not.
Oh, boy.
Like poked your
My
chest
shirt and was
you
gonna
were
whack
look
my
down?
nose, and I was like, do not, under no circumstances, do you touch my fucking face, sir. And then he did it. And I was like, now we're going to go. This is fucked up. And of course, then his girlfriend jumps
Were
in
you
and
a
is
little-
like,
were you-
Jimmy!
were you a little tipsy?
Jimmy, no! Jimmy, don't do it! And you realize a lot of Oasis concerts are just nice girlfriends going, Mikey, no!
Now,
Ian, you can't.
Danny,
Ian.
no!
Patrick, your parole officer.
That was racist.
Now,
that was
timeout.
fucking. Now that was fucking racist.
Yeah, there's more where that came
Watch
from,
your
my
fuck-
friend.
watch yourself.
Listen, Eileen Catherine Bryan's son
But yes,
can make those jokes.
Me and one other Irish guy were almost in a fight. But that's okay.
Sofia Vergara came after me, and her boyfriend was the one doing, Sophia, don't.
I didn't think I was going to feel anything. Mm-hmm. And then at the very beginning of the show, can I say something that happened at the show? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had no feelings about it. And then Noel's out there, being Noel Gallagher. He's like being home.
Yeah.
And then Liam comes out and picked him up and spun him around in the air and like gave him this big squeeze.
Oh.
And I started crying.
That's kind of sweet, though, because that's a
instantly-
famously contentious relationship.
I instantly started weeping. I was like, I went from, I don't give a fuck about this event that I'm at that has been a nightmare
to attend.
to attend in every way.
Right.
And I know that once I leave, days of my life will go by before I get home. And it's just crazy. Yeah.
2 hours
Yeah.
waiting in line for the shuttle afterwards.
After.
God, when
Hour
did
and
you
a
get
half.
home?
2 a.m.
I got home. I got home at 1 a.m. and I had a fancy Sprinter van.
I can't be arsed, as our friends across the pond would say. It sounds fucking, again, those 5 songs I know, I like, but there's really only like 5 of them, and I bet the other ones are good. I just could not.
I if we're going to be dicks,
What?
I guess we could be.
Yeah, sure.
You could cut 5 songs out of the Oasis reunion tour.
And you said they did like
What's up?
you referred to it as Jazz Odyssey, which is one of the reasons I love you. But in
Can play
private
Jazz
conversation,
Odyssey in front of a festival crowd. It was in front of a festival crowd, man.
I felt it was biblical. I felt they delivered.
Okay.
I felt that was as good as a regular sort of fancy LA crowd can be. This is
Interesting.
not like a stadium of Metallica fans.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I really felt like the energy was there.
The first guy that I ran into, and I'm like, am I this guy? Like leather loafers with no socks, crisp khaki shorts, and then brand new Oasis t-shirt tucked in and belted.
Fuck yeah.
Into the slacks, the short slacks, and I was like, am I that guy?
Are you the weekend warrior?
And then I'm like, well, I'm at the same thing as this guy.
if you were to judge me by the company I keep,
Me and this guy are definitely at the same thing.
Was that
But
Machine
you
Gun
ultimately
Kelly?
enjoyed it. It was Machine Gun Kelly.
I loved every second.
You did.
Julia Wallov, who you know very well,
Yeah.
my girlfriend, said to me, I came here to listen to them, not you. Turn it down.
Okay.
So I
Were you
tried
singing
to.
along?
What's that?
You sang along with the
I sang along
Gallaghers?
the whole time.
Oh, so I'm told.
fucking love them.
I'm confused. Can Sally wait?
She can.
Okay, good. Just wanted to double check that because I wasn't sure
That one,
from
that one,
the
that one
Fleetwood
actually
Mac
was a good one.
Yeah.
No, that's one of the ones I know and like.
I will say
It's
this.
very pretty.
There was a moment where Noel kind of stopped the proceedings because there was a girl in the front who was probably like in her 30s who was crying the whole night, and he acknowledged her and asked her what her name was, and they put her face up on the big screen, and everyone went kind of crazy because she was having a total meltdown about seeing her heroes at the Rose Bowl.
And that's a very intimate thing to do at an arena show. That's the sort of thing that usually happens at like, the Troubadour. Somebody notices somebody crying in the crowd.
It's almost always Courtney Cox whenever I pick out somebody out of the crowd.
And have her bring her up on stage to dance with you?
I was sitting, I had a weird, okay. Who cares? I'm going to tell a little bit of a story.
Okay.
I was sitting 2 seats away from someone that I was over the fucking moon excited to see. It wasn't very nice.
Oh, dear.
Machine Gun Kelly.
We can cut it. Was MGK? We can cut this if we
Machine
need
Gun
to.
Kelly.
Don't cut it. Don't cut it. I think it'd be a good, if it, I don't know how it would get back to him, and if it does, who cares? He could learn
DiCaprio.
that. I was sitting 2 seats away from, what's really weird is I'm one of the people in the world who visually, when seeing Boz Borer, gets very excited. Morrissey's guitar player for many, many, many
Morrissey
years.
band.
Boz.
Okay.
So I get visually excited when I see Boz Borer.
Boz Borer.
And I turned and I was like, I said, oh my God. I said, you're Boz Borer. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh. And I literally got down on a knee and like bowed to him. And he was like, okay. He couldn't have been.
I don't imagine. Look, for the record, there was one Smiths fan here who didn't recognize that name. I don't imagine that guy gets mobbed.
That's
at
why I was
Ralph's
so
or
fucking.
anything.
I'm like, first of all, guy. Hey, guy.
take the compliment. Be gracious.
Be a little more great. Like, I'm the guy here who was like, Boz fucking Borer? Oh my God.
I've
And he
had
was
that
like,
happen with people who I was like, okay, I
this guy.
refuse to believe you are being recognized all the time.
People have been
will
bugging
be
you
nice
all
to me.
day?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, Peter from Hypno Love Wheel. Pump the fucking brakes. That's my similar.
Boz, did every single person come up to you and say, I loved your work on I Just Want to See the Boy Happy? Because
bet they
I
fucking
did,
didn't.
and you weren't that nice to me. You know who was nicer to me? Morrissey.
Wow.
Always lovely.
Wow.
When I've talked to him twice.
At the Cat and Fiddle.
Once at the Cat, once at his own show at the Bowl, I think.
Cat and Fiddle is this
Was.
British pub. No, there's a new version of it down on Highland. It doesn't count. Okay.
Where he would hang out back in the day.
Still hangs out.
Back in the day.
Still does all the time.
Really?
Have you
At
not
the
been
one
there?
on Highlands?
Highland?
Whoa, what?
I'm not
For
probably
real?
not supposed to announce that, but you can, I guess.
Really?
No, he's there he's still frequently
I
there.
did not. I stand
Yes,
corrected.
he's very good friends with Paula, the owner. It's the only place I ever really go.
Oh, wow.
I saw him right after I moved to LA at the old Cat and Fiddle when it was still on Sunset near the old Amoeba. I sound a million years old, but it was visceral. And I left him alone because I figured Morrissey is a guy who gets mobbed all the time.
He does.
I'd give
Yeah.
him space. He didn't, need somebody
The
else.
first time I ever approached him was really, really early in the game. It was probably like 99 at the old Cat and Fiddle. Mm-hmm. And I saw him, and we were dressed identically. Just like jeans and like crisp sort of shirts and things. And so I went over and I did that thing that I do, which is like literally, especially for British people, I got down on my knee. I was like, excuse me, Mr. Morrissey. I said, I was just listening to your Arsenal in the car. And would you, by any chance, just sign an autograph? And he was like, of course I will. This is for Tom Morrissey with a huge M and everything. But he was always very, very nice. And so this is a story that relates back to John Ross Bowie now. Okay. So not that long ago, I was back at the Cat and Fiddle, which is still the best place. The menu's amazing. Paula's wonderful. Paula's daughter is the bass player for Pink.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's Ava and Ashley are Paula's two daughters. And so I thought that you had sent me that Joey Ramone card. as like a threat because we dig around about how I don't really like the Ramones.
Yeah. And you bully me about it.
I bully you about it in a fun way. That about the Ramones are overrated, and it's a joke I've just dragged on.
I literally will be walking down Fairfax, and a car will slow down next to me. The window will roll down, and somebody will scream, "The Ramones sold more T-shirts than records," and it's Tom.
Yeah, or I'll say something like the best Ramones song is "Pet Cemetery."
Yeah, which is just trolling, and you do it to my face, not from behind a private account, and I appreciate that.
No, I do it right to your face.
Right to my fucking grill. But
so, I'm going to tell a story that was told to me recently. Did I tell you this part of the story? So, and then somebody, it turns out our friend that we've been at dinner with, the daughter has a deck of playing cards of rock stars, and she happened to lose the card at the Cat and Fiddle that is the Joey Ramone card. It was like, spotter cards of rock stars.
Yeah.
And so I'm back at the Cat and Fiddle, and Danny, who's one of the managers there, who's always there, gave me an envelope, and I was talking to someone else, and he didn't say anything about it. He just handed me this envelope, and I open it up, and it's got like this. It's sort of like when Heath Ledger's like, "Here's my card." I was like, "This is spooky," and it's Joey Ramone. I'm like, "Oh, this is a threat from Bowie."
Yeah, I can see where you would think that.
Bowie,
I could absolutely see where
I know he'll be here. I'm going to fuck with him.
Yeah,
I'll get a Joey Ramone card, just like my card,
and have it passed over to him, and then not explain the scars in my face. Right?
Then it turns out it was not. That was not the situation. And then Danny, after I made a joke about it publicly, Danny said, okay, Moz quite recently came into the Cat and Fiddle.
Okay.
And they were playing The Cure.
Okay.
And I said, "Turn this off. Turn it off." And they said, Danny said, "What do you want to hear?" And of course, anything. And he said, "Play the Ramones."
Yeah, let's see. There you go. Yeah.
Because life is a fucking pigsty anyway. No, he did want to hear the Ramones. And then I really felt like...
He writes rhapsodically in his book about seeing the Ramones live.
I understand.
But writes rhapsodically about Joey.
His review of their opening show... might as well have a bunch of coat hangers who are wearing leather perms. It's just a shitty review.
Yes, but then he grew up and he learned to appreciate them. He was reviewing them when he was a teenager, in all fairness. So Oasis, good.
Fantastic.
Religious, good, maybe not worth the drive, but you cried anyway.
The bummer is I cried early, which for me is a real problem.
Okay.
And then I was really excited to hang out with Boz Bohr, and he is not excited to hang out with me.
His loss. His fucking loss.
It's so funny when you just meet people, you're like, you just assume like you get one chance, like when people meet you, to either keep a fan or not.
Yeah, 100%. Like 100%. And it's also like it costs you.
It costs you nothing.
And you're not being mobbed.
Being nice costs nothing.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
You know what? And then like it doesn't cost anything.
I'm sorry you had that experience.
No, it wasn't terrible. It was also just chilly enough to be like, it wasn't, there was nothing actively bad about it.
Right.
It was just chilly, which isn't fun. And then of course, this was also the beginning of the show.
So like two seats over.
Don't look over now. Don't look at him now because he thinks I'm a dick. I'm just going to sit here.
Is he still playing with him?
No.
Okay.
But he did for quite some time.
There's a young lady plays guitar for
no shit.
Morrissey now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good for him.
Yeah.
Are we going into our records?
Yes.
We're going into our records.
It is time.
All right.
For show and tell.
I shall start. Since we're talking about our Celtic roots anyway, I want to take us back to... I was going to say we're going to take us back to 1983, but we're going to go back a little further than that to a young John Ross Bowie in his apartment in Hell's Kitchen.
I've read the book.
It's
called No Job for a Man.
That's correct.
Let's plug it. It's actually a great book, and I loved it.
Oh, that means a lot, man. Thank you.
I genuinely loved it. I could feel like the smell of the cigarettes and the carpeting and stuff.
That's good to hear. Yeah, it's a very olfactory book.
It really is.
I focus on smells. I think mean a great deal, and
yes,
I do focus on that. So the smell right now is cigarettes and some beer and maybe a little bit of Seagram's. And my dad is drinking, but he's listening to Scottish folk music.
Oh.
And sometimes just putting on straight up like bagpipe and drum records. He's had a few. He is proud of the fact that both his parents were born in Glasgow. and he is gonna sing about it.
Where the life
and
expectancy was 54.
something like that. Yeah, my grandfather, my namesake John Bowie, did not make it to 54, and managed to get out of Glasgow, but died in Long Island very young. Never met the guy. So my father, insanely proud of my Scottish roots, of his Scottish roots. Skip forward a few years, 1983. I'm starting to get into my own music. All right, I'm starting to find my own taste, but I have something that needs to link to the past at the same time. Hit it.
100%. Can my cans
I
get
have
way
bought
louder?
more copies of this record than I have of any other record. I bought the Columbia Record and Tape cassette.
With the two pink stripes.
Yep, with the two pink stripes and no lyrics, no liner notes,
That's
nothing,
right.
just the J card. Then I realized I'd been cheated, bought it on vinyl,
There we go.
bought it on CD, bought it when they remastered it for the 10th anniversary. Coming up,
I came in early. Sorry, I was ahead. Sorry.
There it is.
Yeah, there it
Okay.
is.
Again, I've bought this record more than I've bought any record ever. This is the 30th anniversary remastering, which has a ton of demos of just Stewart Adamson and Bruce Watson, the two great guitarists.
Bruce
from
Watson
this band.
from Big Country.
Yeah.
Remember, Bruce Watson comes. He comes on the Do They Know It's Christmas? This is Bruce Watson from Big Country.
Yeah. Oh, the accents
Oh,
are
great.
And especially on that first record when they do press. They you can hear the accents kind of fade as they spent more time touring the world.
Oh, wow.
But on this first record, it's like listening to my grandparents. You really are. It's tough to get through everything. So Stewart and Bruce were punk rock kids from outside of Glasgow, Dunfermline, which is a suburb thereof, and they grabbed a couple of. Stewart was in a punk band, more straight ahead punk band called the Skids. But he had already established himself as the Jimi Hendrix of Glasgow with his guitar playing. Bruce Watson, also a guitarist, doing a few different new wave
Can I
acts.
say it? Whenever you say his name, can I say it?
Yeah, sure.
This is Bruce Watson from Big Country.
Yeah. And so these guys just... I do believe there is something genetic about music. There is something... And this is the most overtly Scottish band ever, probably. Yeah.
With the Celtic guitars.
What about
and the guitars that sound like
not the
bagpipes.
The Proclaimers don't count to you, I guess?
You know what?
Those guys are so fucking
They're
Scottish.
so fucking Scottish, but the guitars that don't sound like bagpipes.
The guitars don't sound like bagpipes.
And that's the thing now, isn't it? Right?
Who is more Scottish?
Simple Minds.
Who died?
No.
Who died first?
Stewart Adamson.
Big
Yeah.
Country.
Yeah, Big
So
Country.
Big
yeah.
Country wins that.
Yeah, because they have the lowest life expectancy.
The lower your life expectancy,
Okay.
it makes you instantly more Scottish.
That is a really good point.
Yeah, 'cause you're having-
I don't mean to make light of it, but yes, when we lost Stewart Adamson in 2001,
So correct. So he's the most Scottish.
they are the most Scottish. They are
Right.
certainly more Scottish than Bell and Sebastian, who are thriving.
It's
they
too
seem to
bad
be doing
that-
great.
No, that makes them not really that Scottish.
No.
You know they drink a thing called
Urn brew.
Einbrew.
Yeah.
It's like a orange Fanta with 1,000% alcohol.
And their
Fortified
commercials
wine.
are hilarious.
Well, is Iron Brew the one that's caffeine or the one with booze?
No, Iron Brew is
Iron Brew's the
caffeine. It's a
caffeine.
monster drink.
And then there's also a fortified kind of wine they drink called like something weird.
Oh God, what is that stuff called? There's also McEwen's, which is like a really sturdy ale. I actually quit drinking shortly after I came back from my
Edinburgh,
first visit in
Edinburgh,
Scotland from
correct.
the Edinburgh Fest because Scotch comes out of like the bathroom faucets in Scotland, and I realized like, oh, I can't keep doing this to myself.
No.
And then I came home and had like one filed rager, followed by a 2-day hangover, and I have not touched the stuff since.
Good lad.
Thank you.
Let me ask something.
Please.
You did not have MTV when MTV started,
No, I did not.
correct?
Right.
So how do you find Big Country from the Gun in New York?
I find it. I find it on.
What was your record store? You must have had a good Hell's Kitchen record store, yeah?
No, we didn't. No,
You did not?
Not Hell's
Did you go
Kitchen.
down to the Village? You
Yeah,
went
we
down
went
to
down
the
West
Village.
Village. West
Yeah.
Village for
And what was
Second
your
Coming.
Village store?
Or I
Second
went up
Coming,
to
sure.
Tower Records on, which
course.
had a really good selection up near Lincoln Center.
2 members of the state were arrested for shoplifting at the Tower Records at 4th and Broadway.
Well, right by NYU. Two. Wait, hang on.
Held by security, not legally
Showalter and
arrested.
Garant.
So close.
Oh wow. Okay.
Not Grant.
No, really.
Showalter and Kevin.
May I quick tangent? 1990 to early
would be-
1991, I was Tower Westwood. and I
fun.
stole half my collection at the time.
My goodness gracious.
Excellent.
All the employees did.
All
we
I
all
did
walked
was-
away with whatever we wanted at the end of every
They were
shift.
never held by the police. They were held by security at
Okay.
Tower, and they would take a Polaroid of you and then put it up on the wall in the security room, and you were banned for life.
Oh wow. Interesting,
Two-
but it's
two
also
out of
like early
11 of us.
'90s, so they can't let the Uptown Tower
I should
Records
clarify,
know about that.
2 out of 11 members of the state got caught
That's
shoplifting
probably
at
more
the Tower
accurate.
Records at 4th and Broadway.
The Tower employees at Sunset at the time, there was a brand new
venue.
CD store next to the Whiskey, and they would take everything. They would, when you get a shipment in, you would get new shipment, 2 boxes, 1 box in the trash, 1 box in the store. Go back at night into the trash, take that box and sell it to that store.
And that's why Oasis
next
still has to tour,
Whiskey.
because you cunts stop
Because they
buying
kept
records.
signing- yeah,
You
that's
fucking
what
cunts
happened.
stop buying records.
That's
You
right.
fucking
Okay, so
fucking
where do you
cunts stop
find
buying
this?
records.
That's a really good question. I find it, I think, frankly, over at friends' houses who had MTV.
I don't really recall the video. Was it
Oh,
special?
the video is ridiculously cinematic. It doesn't really have a story, but it's them like going all over the titular big country, sometimes on jet skis.
Oh.
And
ATVs.
And
I love a
it's-
jet ski video.
it's-
I do remember the ATV. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's shot on film. And then they tried to do something similar with Fields of Fire, which was another single off the record. Big Country, believe it or not, In a Big Country, not the first single off this record. That was Harvest Home, which tanked. Then the album came out, and they managed to get some footing on it. Let's hear Harvest Home, actually. Tony Butler on the bass there, laying it down. Interesting, counterpointing a bunch of
Well,
stuff.
and those guys had just played with Townsend.
That's right.
And Mark,
are you a little
Mark
surprised?
Mark Brzezicki.
Well, no, because it's an old timey. It's an old plate. These are old printing plates.
Yeah, they're all like.
Because I was wondering why the straight up Union Jack, because the Scottish flag, that is obviously not the Scottish flag, but this is. When did Scotland really redo their independence? It's later, right?
1400s.
Well, no, but I mean,
depending on how you.
it depends when you count.
It's a really
counting.
complicated
Yeah, it's
question.
complicated.
That's a whole other
But
podcast that I'm
why I
not
was-
qualified to
I know
lead.
that because that piece of artwork.
No, but all the they relate to songs. The artwork relates to songs. That's from a song called "Lost Patrol," which is a spooky number on side 2, the one with the explorers in front of the Union Jack. Yeah, that's they're a combination of like short stories, little small town love stories, and then more grand mythic stories like Harvest Home, the chorus of which is "Just as ye sow, ye shall reap." Important thing to point out about Big Country, they were writing songs in the years before Kurt Cobain invented irony. So we are in a very earnest part of 80s songwriting right
I'm
here.
gonna try to figure out what that image is for. It's for Not Chance. Others North the Storm. Harvest Home, Lost Patrol.
Which image?
Flag of Nation, swimming. Is it for, yeah.
It might be. There's a few, and again, there's a bunch of extra tracks on this particular edition. This record, it's funny. It's one of my favorite records. It actually, it was a really, really big hit in the UK. It did 80 weeks on the charts, including 1 week where it was in the top 5 along with Thriller and Bowie's Let's Dance.
Yeah.
Wow.
It rode the top of the English charts.
So it
Not as
was
long-
also battling against giants.
Yes, exactly.
They had to fight Mothra and Godzilla
basically
at the same time.
Yeah, and you're like
Yeah.
the 2 little Japanese girls, who the little twins who speak at the same time, do extend it into kaiju territory, way past its. You brought this metaphor to, and I'm going to run with it.
It happens.
But it fills me with so much joy. This record, I remember being incredibly crushed when I had never seen. I never got a chance to see them live. Literally, I was so young when I got into them that they would come to town while I was at camp.
Right.
Like it was that kind of early on in my
I never
my
saw the
fandom.
Smiths. The Smiths played Chicago. I could have easily been there certain nights.
I saw this.
They played the Riviera. I mean, they played a bunch of venues.
They played
I
the
could have-
Aragon.
Yeah.
Smiths in Big Country played the pier
They only
down the
played
street
Chicago.
from
They
me.
only played Chicago twice.
I know, but I could have been at either one, and I wasn't. And I fucking you can't live your life and regret everybody.
Right.
But I had the
But here you are.
But here I am. It's so funny.
But here I am.
But here I am. The other day I was watching. I like to not to be a tangent, but once in a while, I really like to watch the Smiths at the Hacienda nightclub just as for inspiration, because when the Smiths are at the Hacienda nightclub in Manchester, they'd been together for 3 months total. We've been together for basically like something like 10 to 12 weeks. And they play a song called These Things Take Time. And it was, to me, the funniest thing. I was like watching this. I'm watching this like, but these things take time. And
Like,
I'm like,
maybe 90 days.
But they also, but they don't take 3 months.
Yeah, this record is like part of the double helix in my DNA. I finally got a chance to see a version of Big Country that currently tours with just Bruce Watson. And by the
from
way,
Big Country.
thank you. And if you're gonna have just one member in the band,
Happy
let
Christmas.
it be the guitarist who is mimicking the sound of the bagpipe with an ebow and a flange effect. I
Does he have
up-
a little thing?
And
I have one of those. It doesn't work very well.
Because you know why? Because you are not.
Bruce Watson from Big Country.
You're fucking not, Tom. I love you, and I think you're a very accomplished guitarist, but you're not.
Bruce Watson from Big Country.
Because there's something magic going on there.
Right. No,
If you
by
want
the
this
end
to
of the
be
show,
your ringtone, if anybody wants me to do your ringtones, I'll hang around after I do.
would you
Kiss
do
is cool.
cameos as Bruce Watson from Big
Although
Country?
but I'll only say
$50
Happy Christmas 1985.
Just happy birthday to Brendan, November 13th.
November 3rd, happy birthday from Bruce Watson from Big Country.
That's worth $50.
Easily.
50?
75?
I turned down Cameo more than I turned down podcasts.
Whoa! Wow, yeah. Check the legs on that wine, you pretentious fuck. Let's hear Chance, please. I'll just close out with this one.
24 hours ago, I want to be sedated.
There's this sweet little woman who lives in a coal mining town, and this guy, his father's hand always felt like a fist, reaching out to make you pay. And wait, hang on. What's that?
Happy
what is
songs
that
that are
beautiful
sad.
little mandolin?
Happy songs, happy sad. It's the secret to everything.
Yeah, but it is so. So this young lady from the coal town, it doesn't work out well for her. No
Really?
spoiler, it doesn't. No, you'll be shocked to learn. He came hill from the factory floor. The sun and the moon as gifts. Yeah, but the only son she ever saw were the two he left her with.
Yeah, dude, are you kidding? Like, think about Scotland.
Yeah,
You don't live past 55.
So you
Life
get
is
out, so
hard.
you leave your fucking wife with your two little fucking wee ones, and you take off, and
Fit
God
like.
knows where you end up.
You're lucky if you have one parent.
Honestly,
Fit like.
it is. It's a collection of wonderful short stories and deep myths. And R.I.P. Stewart Adamson. The Big Country album, The Crossing, from 1983, is my album for this episode.
Can I tell you why I bought this?
Yeah, sure.
I bought this because off the video, I was like, oh, the two dudes from Townsend's solo band,
No shit.
Tony
Really?
and Mark.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have a
Well,
rhythm
because
section
Tony
where-
Butler
yeah.
wow.
and Mark Brzezicki
And you
were
hear-
instantly recognizable because Tony's such an amazing bass player. And I'm like, those are the guys. Townsend shot all those performance videos for the Empty Glass record.
Oh, okay.
So Let My Love Open the Door.
I've been, by the way, Let My Love Open the Door has been my guilty pleasure, like on repeat song lately. If I'm in kind of a weird mood.
Oh, I've been putting it on my
it just-
workout mixes. It's so
it
pretty.
gets-
Let my love open the door.
It's so.
It really starts fun and it gets you kind of just like. I mean, the beginning is just a lot of fun.
It's really a lot
well,
of fun.
Tony and Mark from
Yeah.
Big Country.
And by the way, you can hear a lot of
You can
like a more
absolutely hear that.
disciplined Keith Moon
Yeah.
in Mark's drumming
amazing.
too. He's technically fantastic. He is
Yeah.
not as dangerous as Keith Moon, which is probably why Pete Townsend was like, finally, come on, this is you're gonna
Keith Moon put
do amazing
he
fills.
He put dynamite in the drums.
Yeah, he's a dangerous guy.
He's a dangerous cat.
Yeah.
we
And,
love him. Oh, we love him.
Oh no, please
Oh, we
love the
him.
guy. I just
but he
feel.
did blow out Pete Townsend's ears live on television.
And he almost killed one of the Smothers Brothers, and there's a lot to...
He did almost kill one of the Smothers Brothers.
Yeah,
Almost.
Which, by the way, coincidentally, when Big Country played SNL, who was hosting?
Smothers Brothers.
The Smothers Brothers, who introduced them as a band from England. Shame on you, Tom and Dick. Shame on you.
They know better. They said that.
Yeah, Mother didn't like either of you.
No one ran that through the. Yeah.
It's early SNL. No one's kind of running the store.
The,
Josie's Jukebox used to play the Skids a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes.
He would play Into the Valley, which is one of the best sort
Yeah.
of unknown but known punk songs.
Yep. Saints Come Marching In. There's a bunch of really... And Stewart's just playing guitar on those. He's not singing on those records, so you don't have his distinctive voice, but the Skids records are really, really fun. And
What's the crowd like when you go to see... Because you've gone to see Big Country current day.
Yeah.
You've driven to San Luis Obispo to go see Big Country.
Yeah,
okay.
I did.
So what? Give me the makeup.
That is just a really interesting brag.
It's a commitment to excellence on this guy's part.
Yeah,
The twist is that we actually do live it. This is a big country, and it's getting to San Luis Obispo.
A little bit of a slog.
That's a haul.
little bit
You
of a
can get
slog.
anywhere in Scotland in 98 minutes.
I know.
But
I
on
know.
a beautiful train that's perfect, and everybody's pretty
Not
nice.
actually
not
that
like-
big a country at the end of the day.
It's not Long Beach. It's not even Orange County. It's San Luis Obispo.
They were playing a bar with tables. There were about 20 of us who were balls in for the deep cuts. Like they do Poor Man, the one that closes
Steeltown?
this record. They did it was the 40th anniversiry of Steeltown, so they did most of that record.
Good.
Of which I'm extremely fond. That was their second full length.
Steel Town.
And that's the one where, by that point, Stewart's father has died. So there are some songs about that as well. But there were about 15, 20 of us who were like, we are here for the deep cuts. And then there were the people who were sitting there having chicken
Big
tenders
Country!
and stood up for the last.
Say, I'm Bruce Watson from Big Country, like you did on the Do They Know It's Christmas record.
On the B-side.
On the B-side of Do They Know It's Christmas.
Where they do all the greetings.
Say, I'm Bruce. This is Bruce Watson from Big Country.
Woo! Lighters, beach balls, lighters, beach balls.
Happy Christmas. Oh no, they cut that part out.
That's right.
Okay, Mr. Lennon.
We're doing a record.
Your turn.
I didn't bring it physically with me because it's already in your phone. And this is a big.
You didn't actually do it. You actually did it. I thought you were doing a bit. Okay, go ahead.
Not at all. Can we let it play for a second, or do we have to?
We'll play for a second, sure.
The Songs of
guitar
Innocence.
sound.
It's a fucking edge. What do you think? Fucking cunt. It's a fucking edge.
It is.
I actually don't like Henry Rollins because of the shit he talked about U2 one time. I do not. I won't endorse him. I won't follow him on social media. Whenever he's like, I'm Henry Rollins, I'm mad about something, I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm a fan of U2.
So, this album is already on our phone.
The song
Why
is
that?
called.
Explain
The
it.
song is called. The album is called "Songs of Innocence," and it's a slightly complicated story. So this is U2's 13th album. Coincidence that you're all mad about it? That you're all mad about their 13th album?
Why are we mad about it, Tom?
You're mad about it, John, because through a fucking deal with, I'm not going to say the devil, because they also have TV channel now.
And we all got to work.
Through a deal with Apple, as Trump calls them, Tim Apple. Back in the day, U2 put out some of the songs from this album, Songs of Innocence, automatically into your phone.
We all woke up one
iTunes.
morning. It was just there, like malware.
And Sharon Osbourne did a whole episode of The Talk about it, because I
think this is fucking unacceptable!
I was literally there, and I'm like, I don't want to go out next and talk about stuff because I don't want to. I'm not going to talk shit about U2 ever, ever. And I think people that do talk shit about U2 should come see me because I fucking will sort you out.
So what is it about this album that? Because by the way, this is a song called "The Miracle of Joey Ramone."
Correct.
Of which, and and they have always been
correct.
They have always been fans, and not just fans, but they will shout out the Ramones a lot.
The album opens with a song called "The Miracle of Joey Ramone,"
and they covered "I Remember You" on a few tours back, and did a very faithful and lovely cover off that relatively deep cut off "Road to Ruin," I want to say. And they're big Ramones fans. Again, this song is weird. It's about the Ramones. Doesn't sound like a Ramones song.
Not at all.
But has a nice thick
sounds
guitar
like a U2
sound.
It's a U2 song.
But the guitar's crunchier than usual, though.
It has a lot of different sounds. But so I had slept on this record also.
Okay.
I wasn't mad about it because I'm never mad about U2 stuff. U2 stuff is a very significant thing to me. I think they did the work they did to end the war and the troubles in the North was, I thought, significant.
You genuinely will give them some shared credit for that.
100%.
Okay, all right, okay.
Like that. That's just provably like part of the issue was, like U2. Okay, so in 1985ish, probably 85, 86ish. My dad worked at the Art Institute of Chicago, so he restored paintings, and we're also like.
You grew up in Oak Park?
Yes, Oak Park, Illinois, and I'm not like. There's not like an Irish mafia.
Not like Beverly.
My cousin's from Beverly.
Okay.
My uncle on that side was the Grand Marshal of the Southside Irish Parade.
Sure.
So we're Irish types in the Irish diaspora of Chicago. I'm an Irish citizen, actually. And my dad, who used to, sometimes would help out. If the Irish Council had somebody coming to Chicago that needed a tour of the Art Institute, he would do it. He would be the guy that the council would always said, like, oh, we got our boy over at the Art Institute. He'll take you around. So as a nice little gift, the council had always had very good seats for U2 because they were dealing with, getting U2 into the United States. And I was at the Rosemont Horizon seeing U2. It's 85 or 86 or somewhere in there.
86.
Could be. It probably is, yeah.
Unforgettable Fire?
I was there.
Something like that. I'm 16. You were at the Rosemont Horizon
Twice.
show?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're serious. Mm-hmm. So something happened the night I was there. It must have been when you were there then also. And it was right around the introduction of the song Sunday Bloody Sunday or something was happening. And Bono says to a crowd of, 18, 20,000 basically Irish types from the west side of Chicago and bars and things. He says, there's a war going on in our country. In Chicago in this year, the loudest cheer you've ever heard in your life.
Right.
And then Bono says, a war that nobody wants, that kills children, that kills mothers, that has killed so many innocent people, have been blown up or murdered or assassinated, and think really hard about supporting the murder of children.
Wow.
Or something like that. And collectively in the room, you could just feel the conversation change. Like you could just feel, because these were fucking rah, myself included.
Right.
Like these were rah, Chicago, Irish
Republicans,
IRA people who were like, yeah. And it was, I felt so embarrassed that I had been so actively, casually, like, not cheering on the IRA, but
not viewing them through a rather simplistic lens.
For sure.
Okay.
I for sure was looking at the troubles in the North as in a very rah kind of weird way. And so seeing that show, I guess 86.
Yeah, because that was that
86,
speech was the Joshua Tree tour. There was a early show, and then there was a later show. They played the Rosemont like twice in the span of about less than a year. Because I remember that speech.
But I remember thinking, I'm so fucking embarrassed.
Wow.
And it was important. I don't know how many times he would go, but U2 definitely has the ear of the Irish in America.
No, absolutely. And probably the ear of a fair amount of high people in Ireland itself. Yeah. And he's also, look, his philanthropy is bipartisan and really impressive. The thing that is, I'm loath to give George W. Bush credit, and we don't get political on the pod, but Bono...
No.
Bono got a lot of money to fight AIDS in Africa and got it via George W. Bush. That's just the fact of the matter.
But here's what's interesting, and I think this is a very significant thing that you've gotten to. Even if there used to be people that we didn't agree with all the time, like George W. Bush, but occasionally they would do something fucking great. And I think we should celebrate when people like that do something great. It's like, that was fucking great.
Yeah,
do that. But we've gotten ourselves into a corner where people are so instantly. I think it's celebrate the good things that people do, and we don't.
Yeah.
But Of course, we need people to do good things before we can celebrate them.
Indeed, we do.
Short version, I'd slept on this U2 record, Songs of Innocence. People got very pissed off about the cover, which I would love to talk to you about. I don't know. Can you put stuff up on the pod?
We'll put it up.
So don't put up there's the Apple cover, which is just like the record that's like white and it looks like a label, like it's like it's stored, like a stored album. The cover has a shirtless Larry Mullen Jr. with his arms wrapped around the waist of this other guy. And it's like a Rorschach test. Once, for me, I look at that album cover and I get choked up instantly when you know that that's Larry Mullen Jr.'s son.
Oh, Jesus.
It's completely different, isn't it?
Wow.
Like, everybody was like, wow, good homoerotic album cover, you nerds.
I was just like, I looked at it as like, oh, Larry Mullen came out, good for him. That was my reaction, honestly, not knowing anything better. But of course, they're going to have adult sons because they probably had kids when they were fucking 20.
It's his son.
Wow. I had no idea.
And I look at it, and it literally kills me to look at that album cover. I try not to look at it too much.
Well, we both have boys, and there's something about that. There's something about the protection you feel and how, look at this. I can fall in love with a man.
It kills me.
I can fall in love with a man. He's my son. Yeah, I get it. I completely get it.
Like, as soon as I heard that, well, because when I first saw the album, too, I was like, this is kind of an odd cover. But I also did like that it focuses on Larry, the founder of U2, who founded the band Feedback when they were called Feedback. Arguably a better name, still a good name.
Yeah, a good name. Songs of Innocence, also a nod to visionary poet William Blake. Songs of Innocence,
and Printmaker.
And Printmaker, yeah. You could buy illustrated. He was, in some ways, the creator of the graphic novel.
I guess he is. I've never read any. I'm going to go ahead and say, because I know who he is, I've also never read anything by William Blake, literally ever.
I had to read a bunch.
We have one in our bathroom on the shelf to look smart.
I'll be right over.
I've never read it.
I'll be right over.
It's just called Brief Life. It's a collection of stuff of William Blake's, like a collection of his poems and stuff.
Yeah.
This one is just called Every Breaking Wave, also off of the same record. This one just...
That's an Ebo, I bet.
Every sailor knows that the sea is a friend-made enemy, and every shipwreck.
When did you find U2?
knows what it
Right away?
Right away.
Yeah.
U2 is a right away thing.
Yeah, right away.
U2, for where I was in the world, which was the western suburbs of Chicago.
Yeah.
It came up right away.
Did you, because of the Irish diaspora or because of like early MTV that would play the I Will Follow video?
We never had MTV.
You didn't have MTV?
We did not
okay.
we did not have MTV. My parents got MTV after the state was on MTV, but never before.
Oh my Lord.
That's hilarious. Okay, but you have eclectic taste, right?
Right,
Growing
but I
up
was
in the
lucky-
western suburbs.
Yeah, no, I was a music. I mean, I was a music guy.
Yeah.
I would go to Peaches on. Well, we had in Oak Park. We had Val's Holla Records. Which there may still be a version of actually. And Val was exactly the lady you're thinking of. She's everybody from Portlandia.
Val Holla was actually a lady.
Val's Holla Records.
Oh, of course.
Wow.
And it was
Where
right
was
by
that?
the train tracks. It's
Fantastic.
On the corner of York and Amherst.
It was actually no. It was right down. It was right on.
Where you always save money.
just below the train tracks in Oak Park, where the L comes through Oak Park. But then we also had Peaches and or Coconuts, which later became Coconuts. It started as Peaches Records on North Avenue in Harlem. That's where I could walk. So when I would normally buy records, I'd go to Peaches.
Yeah.
Because that's where you go get the brand new stuff that you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
But was there also another like cool guy store?
Val's Holla Records is the cool guy store.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You got to be ready to deal with Val.
Okay.
But she would say Thomas.
I think Val's definitely single.
She's still with us.
She might be. Val from Val's Holla Records might still be with us. I feel like she's probably still single.
No, what kind of challenging record store employer or owner in this case are we talking about? Is it the overly chatty, judgmental of what you're buying?
Val was very judgmental.
That's hard. Okay.
That's why you sneak up to Peaches, because you're a fucking you're just
basic
a little fucking
bitch.
basic little bitch, and you want to go get fucking Rio with the Patrick Nagel cover because you got a boner.
Yeah, by all means.
You got
Why
a
would you
boner
not?
for Duran Duran. Go fucking up to go to Peaches and do that bullshit.
Yeah.
Here,
I'll sell you
don't
the
buy
fucking
that
Roxy
here.
Music bootleg that
we're doing
inspired
Roxy
Rio.
fucking music, and we're gonna do Chet Baker.
Wow.
We're doing all Chet Baker today. You're at Val's Hall of Records, you cunt. Oh,
This is the one where he falls asleep in the middle of the session.
Val, do you have the new Quiet Riot record?
I do. Come on. Let me move a couple of these cats. I gotta definitely move several cats to find the new Quiet Riot.
Was she drinking during the day?
No. Val was just. She was just.
What's this big
Second-
atmospheric thing we're doing here?
The song is called "Hold Me Close."
Oh, that's that is central casting YouTube right there. The hi-hat and up on the neck.
But it's not an illusion.
Would you also nerd? Did she also have European imports and
for
7
sure.
inches? Right.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
would you nerd out on that stuff?
No. Well,
It's so much
I could when I was buying. Do you guys, has anybody ever brought in a 45 of anything?
Not yet.
No, not yet. That's a
yet.
good
Because I actually
question.
I have, and I think I still have it. I bought the 45 of Billy Joel's Allentown.
Okay. Yeah.
And on the flip side, it had the flip side of Allentown. Anybody?
Wait,
Don't
is it
Google
Good Night Saigon?
Nope.
See, I'm on the right record, though,
Christy
right?
Brinkley.
It's Nylon Curtain.
Elvis Presley Boulevard.
Wow.
was the B side
Is
of
that,
the,
is
of
that
the
on
45.
the album, or is it...
It might only be on the backside of the 45.
Yeah.
Once long ago, down in Memphis, held a show down on Elvis Presley. It's not a great tune.
No, okay.
But it's on the other side of.
Not covered in the documentary.
No,
It should have been.
Yeah,
Given this performance that we just saw,
Do
it
you guys
should have
remember in
been.
the Allentown video that a dude in a jockstrap comes out twirling a flaming baton?
No.
That's you?
When you see me in just tighty whities with a flaming baton,
Please.
I'll say we're living here in Allentown.
We're
Please.
living it, and this goes and all the factories down.
I will give you $20 if you show up at
20?
Cat and Fiddle
I'll
on
do shit like
Highlands
that. Done.
in tighty whities
Done.
and a flaming
Do it for
baton.
$5.
I'll do it gratis.
Pro
Thomas,
bono.
this is
Pro boner.
Speaking of
What's up?
pro
What's up?
boner, this whole episode is pro bono. Anyway, this song is called "Iris Hold Me Close," and it is a song that. So when I saw the tour of this record, which was called "Songs of Innocence and Experience," they did the Forum. It was one of the most beautiful live shows. Basketball arenas are the right size.
Really?
We can't go bigger.
Oh, okay.
What I'm
Interesting.
saying, like Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl's
Yeah.
Okay.
And the
pointless.
Forum is spectacular.
Forum is one of the best places
Yes.
you could ever see a show.
I
literally
saw
ever.
Kiss there before the pandemic. Great time. Great time.
It was just there.
I got a phone call one time. I picked up the phone as a Beverly Hills 310 number I didn't recognize. My son had just been born like 48 hours earlier, and the phone goes buzzing, and I don't know the number, but it's 310. I'm like, oh, let's see what's up. Pick up the phone. Tom Hyde, Gene Simmons, guy with a long tongue from Kiss.
Okay. What did he want to say to you?
And I'm like, oh, hey, man. Hey.
And you're
oh.
exhausted, by the way. You're 48 hours
I'm
into parenthood.
hallucinating.
Yeah, you're covered in puke. You're absolutely, you're disassociating.
Did this phone call even happen?
That's
I
my
think
question.
it actually did.
Okay.
Because I know what it was. It was he wanted to do a TV show with Steel Panther.
Oh, right. The
funny heavy metal
funny
band,
heavy
yeah.
metal band that were peaking around the aughts. Yeah.
And they were doing very well. And so I'm holding like a 1-2 day old child in my arms, which is why I'm going to cry about the U2 record so much later.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons like, so come with me, Tom, come with me one night. We'll go see Steel Panther. And we're going to go to Steel Panther, and they play at the House of Blues. And I'm like, great. Okay.
And he wanted you to help develop this with him.
Yeah, we'll do like a Reno 911 based off Steel Panther is the idea.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, okay. Okay.
Is there a pilot?
And then he says, I'm like, okay, great, cool. I'm writing this down. And when would we go? He's like, well, they play at the House of Blues Sunset every Saturday at 1 a.m.
Gene.
When I heard that Oasis went on at 8:45, I was like, fucking cunts. Fuck you. 3:45. I'm a grown man. I almost didn't do your podcast.
Yeah.
You wanted me to come to this podcast at 8 p.m. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you think I'm on fucking cocaine?
I'm sorry.
I'm so tired.
For the
I'm
record, we
so
started at
tired
6:30.
already.
We did start at 6:30
so early.
p.m.
We actually started a little bit early because I was kind of given the vibe of like, let's start early because I'm very old.
My turn. Here we go. So, you know how I do things on the show.
Right. You
Now,
tease us.
I tease
Cocksucker.
this one.
Damn it.
I thought Thomas Lennon is coming on, so I got to, maybe we talk about this purchase at Rose Records in Evanston, Illinois, in the
Not
spring of
technically-
1987.
Technically a singles collection, is it not?
Compilation.
It's actually sort of a compilation greatest hits. Reissue, repackage.
Yes.
Reevaluate the songs.
Panic on the streets of London.
pack with a photograph.
Okay, hold
Can
on.
I please see
Hold
it?
on, I got to hide what's next.
Can I please see it?
Okay.
Oh, you're doing it. Oh.
Rose Records,
I had that
Evanston,
vinyl.
Illinois.
I had that
That's
vinyl.
the copy that I
This
got.
is
there.
that is, by the way, that is Sheila of Sheila, take her bow. Boot the grime of this world in the crotch, dear.
I think there's
And
water
don't
damage
go
from my
on
freshman dorm room
I should hope so.
on the back of the record for some reason. So, but we're not going to talk about that tonight
No, we're doing something else.
because we're going to do something
No,
else.
this is what he does.
This
He-
is you bait and
This
switch
is what I
me?
do. I bait and switch because we don't need to talk about the Smiths with Thomas Lennon. I've seen you do Sweet and Tender Hooligans, which is exceptional.
It's
sir,
a Smiths cover
if you will.
band for which Tom occasionally supplies guitar duties.
Yes, he's been fantastic. in that.
I'm the bullpen second rhythm guitar player.
Yes, you do.
But
you do a fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'm looking through the collection, and then why do I have the picture disc of Rod Stewart?
Because it's a
Blondes have more fun.
Because it's 1,000% boner inducing.
Oh my God.
It's the hottest album cover since either
Hold on.
Sticky
We're
Fingers
going to put this
or
down for 2
Undercover.
seconds, and then you're going to pick it up. Gotti's going to get a shot of that.
Oh, we got it from the ceiling?
Yes, we got it from the sea. We got a bird's eye view of this, of Rod and a lady he definitely hooked up with right there. Now you can take it. Do you think I'm sexy? Is of course the lead single on
I
this
should
song.
hope so.
John
Right?
Bowie knows that Do You Think I'm Sexy was not only a terrific song by Rod Stewart, and I'm thinking this lady contributed in no small part. Invited guests, Rod Stewart Band, and then invited guests.
Yeah. Heavy hitters.
Do You Think I'm Sexy was it happened to be on Channel 35 in New York City, like during the Al Goldstein show and Robin Bird.
Yeah, sure,
They would have commercials for actual escort services.
And Do You Think I'm Sexy would be, and it was not
They
cleared.
did not have to clear it.
It was not cleared, but it would be a commercial. The Al Goldstein show was called Midnight Blue, and he was the publisher of Screw Magazine.
He's like, I'm going to tell you right now. I went to the Carlisle Hotel, and everybody's a fucking cunt. Fuck the Carlisle Hotel. I hate you.
I really
Carlisle
love.
Hotel. They set me by the bathroom. What am I fucking a bag of wet
I
bag
had
of
bad
garbage?
seats at Les Miserables. I didn't like it.
Miserables.
Fuck
I did
you, Les
not like
Miserables.
it. Andrew Lloyd Webber, eat a dick. I did not like your musical.
I think Lloyd Webber wrote Les Miserables. It was those two French guys, but I'm not that bright.
Jesus Christ. That Scorpions record.
Okay, hold on.
Holy
Wow.
fucking
Time out.
shit.
This is not.
This is as close to Smell the Glove.
Sabrina Carpenter
Sabrina-
gave him a run.
She just
gave
did
him a
smell.
run.
She did smell the
She
glove.
gave him a run
But
for the money.
This
but
is also
is
that.
This
But
is
also-
what I wanted. This is not what we're going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about this. Animal Magnetism, purchased at the old Aaron's Records. Speaking of Highland,
Yeah.
This is-
right there. Okay. I do want a couple minutes of commentary
So-
before I get into my
oh
record.
my God.
Hold on. I'm going to put a bird's eye view so people
H.
at home
Christ.
can see this record cover.
Even-
This is
Because I
what
want
the original-
I want your interpretation of this record
This is
company.
the original
and I want-
Smell the Glove.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
It wasn't a glove, believe
So,
me.
Thomas Lennon, what is going on this record cover?
It's all about sexual dominance and like what?
It's an abuse of authority is what's
Oh
going on.
God, it's fucking
It's an
terrible.
abuse of authority, and
It's almost a letter to Jeffrey Epstein.
it almost is, except she's a little old. But yeah, it's the dog. I think is probably the most upsetting
It's
thing.
so Smell the Glove in
the
that
dog
range.
in
What the world?
who is either about
Jesus.
it's a lose-lose because here's the thing: the dog is either also about to be dominated or is aiding and abetting the standing man and abusing the dog's authority as well. There's no good that can come from this cover.
I'm never gonna get over this. I don't think.
This will.
And
I
by
will
the
be
way, I
drifting
knew
off
this
to
was.
sleep.
Did you guys ever? You guys had Undercover, the Rolling Stones record with the naked lady on the cover.
Yeah, sure.
You tried to peel
I
the
didn't
stickers off.
have it, but
Yeah.
I
You pull the
I
stickers
have
off.
2 copies of it.
Okay.
If
You
you
pull
pull
the
the stickers off, there's still stickers underneath.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got us.
Good joke. Good
Because
joke,
the
man.
second I got home, I was like, I was going to take the stickers off this, obviously, right?
Yeah.
No.
You pull down the zipper. You
Absolutely.
pull down the zipper on sticky fingers. A dick does fall out.
Well,
however.
it's when you do In Through the Outdoor by Led
First
Zeppelin
pressing.
and you
First
do the
pressing.
First pressing, is it a shower or a grower, though?
Help me, Gotti.
It's just kind of.
Gotti,
Is it a grower? It's a grower.
It's a
Help me,
grower.
Gotti. It's a grower.
Help me, Gotti. Help me, Gotti.
This
Okay.
is, oh my God, please don't take this away from me.
Okay, I have a question for you. Tell me about the guys at your high school.
Can we also talk about who the name is? The guys from
Before I
Scorpions?
give my
Because
record,
the
I have a
names-
question. We have no time, sir.
Yeah, we do.
Tell me
Okay.
about the guys at your high school who listened to the Scorpions.
They were, and it was. We still had Auto Shop. Was a class you could take where I came from.
Wow.
Auto Shop.
Yeah. Again, we've had nobody under 50 on this podcast
So you all
yet.
remember Auto Shop.
We didn't have auto shop because we didn't have cars. It was
Can
New
I
York
just
City.
give
But
a
go
shout
ahead.
out to the Scorpions in the and pronounce all their names correctly? 'Cause
This
it's
is
a lot of
Klaus
fun.
Meine from the Scorpions. When I'm in New Mexico, I listen to the rock and roll leader, Rock 108, KFMG, Albuquerque.
Und,
Ow!
wie ich in guitars, you mean Rudolf Schenker.
Schenker.
Rudolf Schenker.
Ja.
Und
Klaus Meine.
Matthias Jobs.
Matthias.
Franz Buchholz.
Franz.
Do they have anybody?
Herman-
Is there anybody in the
Herman
Scorpions? who
Herman
was-
Rebel.
But no, seriously, serious question. Was there anyone in the Scorpions who was not a defendant of the Nuremberg trials?
Hey, come on.
Thank you, Gotti.
This was the
you.
album.
California!
The album
We
was
got to
mixed
rock you!
and recorded
Like a
at Dirk
hurricane!
Studios in Cologne, Germany, which is also where I made a little picture called Boat Trip. Look it up. Cover photo and design by Hypnosis. Those mutts. I have no idea what that's. I just said to you verbatim.
Yeah.
What this says. Cover design und photos by Hypnosis.
When metal bands decide to be
Those
funny,
mutts.
they'll always do like a little in joke in like the liner notes to make up for how deadly serious the songs are. Brendan, we're coming to it. You know, we gotta move on. We gotta move on.
damn it.
We gotta move
guys,
on.
I was so looking forward to this
please,
night. I
if you
really
love
was
the
looking
cover,
forward.
please send your mail to Scorpions, P.O. Box 5220, 3000, Hanover 1, West Germany.
Oh yeah, of course, because that's how old that
West
record is.
Germany.
California! We got to
Hanover
rock
one.
you! Like a hurricane!
We can't be supporting this, but it's a
Yeah, it's a great record.
Great fucking
It's a great
cover.
record.
Like, but
It's
we
got the
don't.
zoo on it.
We're not.
No, I
we
don't
are
recommend
not.
We're not talking about that tonight.
We're not okay with
We're not. This is what we're talking
Even
about, Richard.
this. Sorry.
This is what we're talking about.
Get these out of here. Get these out of here.
No,
Get these out of here.
This is what we're talking about, Richard. Would
That guy's
you
got a
please
great
hit
set of
play
buns.
and play it loud? My
The
first
buns-
song.
his buns are-
Just please punch it like we're listening to the records.
I'm a little deaf, sir.
It's gorgeous.
Purchase that vintage vinyl in Evanston, Illinois.
My favorite album with this title, You Fucking Heard Me.
I know.
It's okay.
There's 50 million things I love about the Replacements. Let It Be. One, they call it fucking Let It Be. Two, they're mostly not looking at the camera in the photo, which is fucking crazy. It just shows you everything you need to know about
Everything
the
you need to
Replacements.
know about this band.
Let me ask you a question
Why-
to both
guys,
of you quickly.
Can we get one where we're all looking at the camera?
No.
No stories. Hold on. I just need to know this.
No, we
what
can't.
band do you feel is the Smiths for you your god band? Okay, John Rostrelli, who's your god band?
Look, I love
No story. Just who's your god
Ramones.
band? Ramones. Right. Perfect answer. Ramones, Smiths. For me, it's
Perfect
the Replacements.
answer? Okay.
Yeah,
Correct.
it is. This is me.
Yeah.
This, and I will say, the reason that I pull this in, I'm not going to nerd out on the songs on this record. The reason that I wanted to bring this in, there has never been a record cover in the history of records that made me want to be in the band
100%.
as much as this
100%.
record.
That is a terrific description.
It is such a vibe of
It is a
being
vibe.
up in... Are they from Madison or Minneapolis? Minneapolis.
They're from Uptown.
Yeah. It just feels like we're in a
Uptown,
Minneapolis.
which is
Look, and you
paradoxically
got-
the cool part of
and you got
Minneapolis.
Husker
And it
Du
wasn't
on
the
there.
cool part of Minneapolis then.
Oh, all right.
This was a very working class area back then. This is
Okay.
Tommy's mother's house, maybe Paul's sister's house, whatever. It's someone's house, not their house. However, let me just say this. For me, as I'm coming into my own, as I'm leaving as
Did you
well
see that I
established...
posted Unsatisfied this week?
I did not. No, I did
Look
not.
at my last post
Oh, wow.
on Instagram, for real.
Best replacement show I ever saw, Aragon Ballroom.
Hype. Great
I will say, here's what I want to say about this, because I don't want to nerd out in the songs. There's never been a record cover that I wanted to be, because these guys looked dangerous and fun at the same time.
Also, the looking away.
On the mandolin.
Peter Buck.
Very good.
You're not going to
I'm not going to stump you on this record. I know.
You're
Yeah.
not going to out-nerd me on the replacements.
The amount of cool
Yes.
that not everybody's looking at the camera is so fucking cool because you can't fake that.
You can't
No.
fake that.
Imagine
no.
you cannot
You can't
fake that.
No.
The
Tommy's
replacements
18 years
don't
old.
technically care if you're there or not.
They really don't. Especially not this era replacements. They could give a fuck. They're still letting Bob play with them, for God's sakes.
So
how does this album come into your life?
This album comes into my life because the ice bridge built by Motorhead and the Ramones. This is well established on the show.
Sure.
That Pittsburgh, Albuquerque, New Mexico. As a teenager, Albuquerque is metal. So I'm AC/DC, Rush, Van Halen, Dio, Saxon, Iron Maiden. All those bands came to that town. When I first start reading Rolling Stone and Spin Magazine, now I'm reading about Husker Du. I'm reading about the Replacements. So by the time I get to school in Chicago, the dinner table is set for me to partake in indie rock at that time.
And they're essentially local bands.
Yes. And I dove in headfirst and never looked back. And they spoke to me. Their performance on Saturday Night Live in 1986, the first time I saw them
I
was
believe they were a band,
1986. But this is the record because I think about all the record covers and all the photos of bands that, like, what band would I like to be in? Right? Like a photo of Van Halen. Like, those guys are way too dangerous for me. Dave is way too cocaine for me. I'm not good enough to play with Eddie. I can't get in that. Photos of early Metallica, because I saw Metallica early on. Photos of Metallica are crazy because they're fucking dangerous. This spoke to me because I wanted to be like Tommy so bad that I bought my first pair of Creepers at the Alley in Chicago. Did you ever go there?
I did go to I've been to the Alley. I was not
it
there
was a punk
lot,
rock
but
store. And I tried to dress like Tommy and Paul. The ripped jeans, the flannel, the messy hair. I tried to perpetrate that look because of these guys. You can play the next song. I'll just keep talking.
Do we know which one? Are you playing Unsatisfied?
No, I'm playing Tommy Gets His Tonsils Out because I fucking love
rager.
Tommy.
Sure. It's a rager.
Tommy Stinson is one of my favorite. I think Tommy Stinson, for me, is top 3 rock and roll characters for me. Because we're basically the same age.
Yeah.
And watching his trajectory through the Replacements has just been an endless joy for me. I've gone to see him solo many times. He played at a church in Silver Lake a couple of years ago. This is Silver Lake dad music.
100%.
Right?
I'm very late on the Replacements, and I had an era where I played Alex Chilton over and 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 over again.
It's so good.
God damn it is so good.
It's such a perfect pop song.
Oh. So I think I was driving in Wisconsin where I live most of the time, and my brother-in-law was sitting next to me, and my brother-in-law is Craig Wedren from Shudder to Think. And Craig married my sister. I was actually already a Shudder to Think fan before he met my... Yeah. Long story. I'm godfather to his son.
Did he go to NYU with you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Craig and I hit it off very early, and then I also loved Shudder to Think, and I still love Shudder to Think. I'm going to see them very soon. We're sitting in the car, and I think I put on Alex Chilton as the classic, because you just always put on Alex Chilton because it's like it's right there, and it's God damn it.
Not on this record. It's on Please to Meet Me, but yeah.
But that's what takes me back to. And Craig stopped me, and we listened to Alex Chilton. He's like, you know, Unsatisfied, right? And I was like, no, I don't think I do. He's like, you don't know Unsatisfied by the Replacements? And I was like, don't think so. And then, of course, we tapped and we put it on. I think it's a 12-string guitar, right?
Yeah, it is. Ooh, great on headphones, too. the longing in this song.
Well, this song is ridiculous because this is where Paul really takes the turn. There are glimpses of it through every Replacements record. This is a guy operating on a higher level than just straight ahead punk rock.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is where it's like, oh, wait a minute. This guy can write a fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. Thomas Lennon. Chicago is a massive part of my musical journey. Okay? Going to Cabaret Metro.
Sure.
Going to the Cubby Bear back in the day had great bands.
Oh, yeah.
The Aragon Ballroom, the Riviera, the Vic.
The Stages played the Riviera, which is fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we did.
You did?
Yeah.
Tell me about your going into, because that was just super. Probably the most important period of time for me musically was being able to go
Being in Chicago,
to all
being
the
able to see a lot
Chicago
of stuff.
clubs.
Yeah. We did do a lot of stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it's nice to be. I mean, to be in Chicago because you get everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody
Like you
comes.
you literally get everybody.
Same thing with New York, yeah.
And it was so interesting because I went and saw a couple of years back. I went and saw Depeche Mode at the Hollywood Bowl on one of the like 8 nights of sold out Depeche Mode or whatever they were doing, which was very fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. I was like, the last time I saw them was 1989
With New Order.
in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the what used to be, it's not the United Center, it was the
UIC
International
Pavilion.
It was UIC Pavilion. Yeah.
Violator
Holy
or Music
shit.
for the Masses? Violator, I
I
think, by
want to
that
say
point.
Music for the
It was
Masses.
it wasn't
Okay.
Violator.
Yeah.
It was Music
Okay.
for the Masses because it was with New Order at UIC
Oh,
Pavilion.
wow.
I
I was there.
had no recollection that I also saw New Order, but I was definitely there with my sister, and I think my girlfriend at that time was named Maggie Kelly. Yeah.
Part of the
Still-
Irish Mafia in Chicago.
Of the
That's racist. That was racist. This time I'll cop
No,
to
that
it.
was super accurate.
Fine line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of there was a lot of great shows, but you never saw. I mean, I missed the Smiths when they came through town.
No, because I didn't get
Yeah.
there till the fall of '86.
Okay,
and
so
they
yeah.
played right before then, in August of '86. So I would have had to have been on the ball.
early
I didn't get to
for
see
a
the
band that was
Smiths.
only together 84 to
Yeah.
88, which is their entire
Entire run.
It's,
But-
it's insane.
Entire run. I know
It
it's
is
absurd.
insane.
It's
But
absurd.
I saw them at the Riviera not long after they kicked Bob out of the band.
Oh, wow.
How was everybody doing? Friendly?
I just always, because the Replacements history of Chicago and Minneapolis
Yeah.
and the whole thing, all those
Yeah.
shows were just always just unbelievably raucous.
Yeah.
I got to see early Soul Asylum in Chicago
wow.
when they were glorious and
Wow.
before they cheesed
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hang
driving
time.
driving to Madison to see punk bands. I mean, Chicago is, and I just wanted to say this to you. I think Chicago is one of the best music cities on the planet.
For sure it is. And do you know there was a you know the whole study, of course, who
Yeah, yeah.
obviously you're wearing
Saw them with the Replacements.
Yeah, Husker Du got huge, but they started in St. Paul was a great lyric from one of their. Do you know Craig Finn's song "God Is in Chicago"?
No. From one of his solo records? No, I don't think I do.
If you do one thing from today,
Okay.
go home tonight,
All right. Fuck you, U2 record, but carry on.
stare in the mirror, and listen to "God Is in Chicago" by Craig Finn.
Craig Finn, who was the singer and main songwriter for The Hold Steady.
Exactly, yeah. And it is a song I think I saw Craig. I saw The Hold Steady at like Summerfest, Milwaukee. It's always interesting when you see like a band that you really love, but at a giant venue.
It's strange.
Where like
and
a
not
lot of
everyone's there for
people
them.
with corn dogs are walking by, being like, "What is happening?" And I'm like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
playing." They're playing Girls Like Status. What's wrong with? Why is everyone put your fucking corn dogs down?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not to go on about it, but I saw them open up for Tom Petty at Poplar Creek
Goddamn
in
Poplar
1989. And that crowd was not a Replacements crowd. That was a Loop crowd there
Yeah.
to see Petty. And the Replacements had a famously bad performance at Poplar Creek.
Poplar Creek is a gorgeous venue.
Opening
great,
up
great
for the
venue.
because no one was there
First place I ever saw Bob Dylan
at Poplar Creek,
was Poplar Creek.
Hoffman Estates.
Oh,
and,
excuse me. No, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. I did see Dylan at Poplar Creek, but the first place I saw Dylan was Alpine Valley. Alpine Valley, Wisconsin. And then I was also at Alpine Valley the night that Stevie Ray Vaughan perished.
yeah. with Robert Cray.
It was
the bill.
Buddy Guy, Robert Cray, Jimmy Vaughn and the Fabulous Thunderbirds, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, Eric Clapton.
Yes.
And Joe Latruglio and I from the state were at that show.
Oh, wow.
Where you had Monsters of Rock with Van Halen, Dawkins, Scorpions, Metallica, and Kingdom Come.
Look at me.
He was not. He was
Look
not.
at me.
He was not.
Look at me.
You'll notice his polo is buttoned all the way to the top. That's how you answer that question.
Clay Crowley got his speeding ticket on the way.
Very excited about the new version of Chess that's coming out on Broadway, John Ross Bowie.
Very interested to see
New
where
Chess,
it goes. I don't know
they
about Leah
fixed the
Michelle
book.
in that role.
They fixed the book.
Book needs a lot of
Everybody
fixing.
shut up and they
Book
fixed it.
needs a lot of fixing.
They fixed the book of Chess, and it's coming out again. So I was not at Dawkins.
Dead at the Alpine Valley every year? Grateful Dead at Alpine Valley?
So a funny thing, I never knew anything about the Grateful Dead, and my dad took me to see Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, 1983. I actually have the T-shirt.
No.
Dylan Petty.
Good bill. Good bill.
Good bill.
Yeah.
It was a good bill. Dylan said, I've seen Dylan in concert 25-ish times, maybe more. But he said one of the only. He doesn't always make jokes. You ever say anything?
Yeah.
One time at the Hollywood Bowl, he said,
We almost didn't get here tonight. Bus got a flat tire. There was a fork in the road.
Wow. The one time he speaks, it's a dad joke.
Bus got a flat tire. There was a fork in the road.
and then, so at the first Dylan show that I saw at Alpine Valley with Tom Petty, the Dead were there the night before, and I was like, "Who are all these interesting people in the parking lot?"
Yeah, of course, of course.
I was like, "This is a really a whole thing." And then Dylan said the only other thing I've ever heard him say out loud in a concert, which was,
We were just playing up in Minnesota. Around here, I'm kind of considered like a local boy.
You're
and I was
making
like,
it.
this was it. This is all you had to say.
I saw him in 1989.
I know. So
in
everybody
New York.
bitches about like Bono talks too loud along at the concerts and tells you stuff. But
I like banter.
I like a little.
I like a
banter.
little banter. I like a little banter quite a bit.
Right about those parts, I'm kind of considered.
You're making a mixtape.
I'm kind of
for
considered like a
girl.
local boy.
You got a crush on her. She may or may not return your feelings. What song from this record goes on that
Well,
mixtape?
I mean, I Will Dare is the favorite thing, is my favorite song on the record, but I Will Dare is going to go on that.
Right.
Really?
But
Oh, yeah.
I put
also-
Answering Machine.
Nice.
The longing of the closing track on this record, which is Paul and his electric
Do
guitar,
you have it
I think
right
and it's dated past. I mean, it makes no sense anymore. It might as well be about the fucking cotton gin, but
could I ask? What if you're trying to meet a girl and also a Doberman Pinscher? Okay, the girl might be easy.
The girl is looking up.
The girl will look up. She's easy. Now, how to engage the canine? The canine is the elusive member of the team.
the canine will expect you to approach from the front. Do not. You must
not.
surprise the
Never.
canine. You must surprise
Never.
the canine.
The canine knows
Jawohl.
you. If you made a sound, the canine knows you're there.
Bruce
Get
Watson.
the fuck out of here!
Bruce Watson, are you a Scorpions fan?
This is Bruce Watson from Big Country. The Scorpions. This dog and this girl are still missing. Guys, if anyone has any info as to anyone on the cover of Scorpions records, please call the address.
We're also talking
right
about the
to
girl getting the tattoo on the big one, on the one that has
right
Rock
to
Me
the
Like a
post office
Hurricane.
box. It's
Well,
post office box.
Love Drive cover.
West
And maybe
Germany.
Richard with the people in the backseat of the...
If you've seen either the girl or the dog or this guy's buns,
This guy's
P.O. Box
toned,
5200,
Teutonic, gluteus
3000
maximi.
Hanover 1, West Germany. This album was made in a country that doesn't exist, and now that I'm looking at it, I think I know why.
There's
Hey guys, let the Council on Human Rights.
I think we can take some good from East Germany and bring it over here because this is unsustainable.
What the actual? Oh God Almighty!
Animal magnetism. It's got the zoo on it. Yeah. Yes, Richard, turn it up and we're done.
Let's take the bus
Land
out
the
on this
plane.
one.
It's time to pull the bus into the garage. Did you have fun?
This album was recorded in Cologne, Germany. It almost doesn't exist because we leveled it. There is no building in Cologne, Germany that is previous, other than the cathedral,
I can
to
neither
1950.
confirm or deny what my father was doing in the years 1938 to 1945.
Every
but I'm
building
sure
in-
he was just following orders.
Every building in Cologne is brand new from 1950 onward because
They lost.
we bombed Cologne so hard.
Yeah.
Cologne was one of the, and the only thing still standing is the cathedral.
This is Klaus Meiner. When I'm in California, I listen to the rock and roll leader, 95.5 KLOS in Los Angeles. Ow!
Can I come back when we found out who the girl on the Scorpions record is and what happened to her? And is she okay?
If I find something out, I'll put it on the Patreon for subscribers because I'm now
I'm
deeply
I'm
concerned.
genuinely worried.
She invented Google.
That's somebody's daughter.
That is
Somebody's daughter
That's right.
is hanging out with the Scorpions.
She worked
and a canine who may or may not be on her side.
No, I'm not. Oh,
She worked at Mar-a-Lago in 1987
God damn
to
it, it's so
1989.
We have merchandise. We have a Patreon. Thank you so much, Tom Lennon, for joining us.
Oh yeah, we do. We have merchandise. We've got Patreon. We got a website.
I really bitched about it. I had to leave early, and then
Okay.
this might be the only place I'm actually happy. If I go home, there's shit I have to do, you know.
I told you you'd enjoy yourself. Bye.
We eat that night, we drink that time, make our dreams come true. And hungry eyes are passing by on streets we call
That's a complicated. That's a complicated
Can you
metaphor
imagine
for
me thinking of that in
Swedish. Yeah. Yeah.
That water,
And then
my
going
mind.
on to become your country's
That water.
like the